is so many things. We are not a place, we are a mission. We teach graduate programs for people looking for a degree in STEM education. We do outreach with schools and nonprofits. We do industry partnerships, workforce development. There's a whole ecosystem of STEM education, teaching and learning that we run out of this little place. Our mission is to help teach as many people as we can about mathematics, science, engineering, and technology. You know, when you have a coach, when you have a guide helping you understand the steps, you can't fail. And if you do, your mentor's there to help you. And that's part of the process. So I think what we do here in the center is really special because we care about each other, we care about our students, and we care about each other as whole people. We know we have lives outside these doors, we all do. And I think that's part of what makes this program really impactful, is that we understand and meet people where they are, and we get them to a better place.
We'll continue on through the South to the University of Alabama, where they're breaking down the complexity of promoting student-centered inquiry into just 3 levels.
SWH is called the Science Writing Heuristic Approach, and it was developed with a colleague of mine back at the end of 1999, and its real focus is trying to say science is done through argument. Science is a discipline, moves forward through argument, and we really think that's about a question that everybody wants to inquire about. You gather data, you turn data into evidence, and you make a claim.
The difference between SWH and other approaches and why it works is that it really gets at, during the professional development, why we're doing what we're doing in the classroom. This gives teachers hope, this gives professional developers hope, this gives, everybody hope that science education can really someday be a really cool thing if approaches like the science writing heuristic are implemented.
Welcome to the studio. I'm here with NSTA Executive Director and CEO Erica Sugar. Erica, this conference is getting underway. What is it about this conference that is going to be great for educators no matter where they are in their career?
Well, this is a great conference no matter where you are in your career. So if you're a new educator, this is a place to come and learn and start making new friends and network. At mid-career, I always hear that this is a real battery filler. You come here, you're around people that really have the same values and interests. And then people that are at the later stages of their career, they're here to see their friends. I'd love to see them greet their old buddies in the hall and continue to learn and show that leadership for the whole field.
And what's going to be unique about this year's meeting?
So we have a lot of exciting things here in Denver. First, our keynote lineup is amazing. Starting off with Dr. Adolph Brown, then YouTube sensation Mark Rober, and we can't forget the Voices of Teachers on Saturday. We have a lot of unique pathways that go through so people can learn about advocacy in education or AI, very hot topic today. And then people should definitely be checking out our share-a-thons and the exhibit hall.
And what are you personally most excited about this year?
So this year we have a lot of exciting things coming down the pike. First, we have a governance revision, so there's lots of new ways that people can volunteer and get involved. And second, we have a lot of exciting partnerships that are going to be announced at this meeting. We're going to be working to bring new classroom resources out and new ways that people can both learn and teach science in their classrooms.
With all these new things that are coming up, what's a great place for people to go to learn about what's in store in the next year for NSTA?
Well, people need to stop by the NSTA Hub in the exhibit hall. We're going to have giveaways. People can get their fun badge ribbons. They can get free posters. We're going to have live demos. And everybody loves to get their picture up on the community walls. So people definitely need to stop by.
Thanks, Erica. There's so many amazing sessions and events to explore here at NSTA, and that's why we're asking some of our veteran attendees, what's your favorite component of an NSTA meeting?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one. Let me say this, when I came here and every class, everything was about science, it was overwhelming, but awesome. It's just a wonderful celebration for any science educator or leader to come and to learn and to share. And it's truly something that anyone involved in science education should experience at least once.
I'm most excited about the hands-on classes where we get to build models. We get to take that information and the kids even back to our classrooms.
I'm most excited to learn from different science teachers that have been working for a while. Pick up different skills that I've been working on in the classroom, but it's always nice to learn more resources and like implement those in my lessons and things like that. And just really just seeing what's all out there to bring back to my kids at school.
This is my first time attending NSTA, which I'm just, number one, really excited about. What I'm looking forward to is being able to connect with other educators in my field of biology and learn from them and learn from the different presenters, some ways to engage my students with more hands-on activities.
And now we're headed to the Rochester Institute of Technology, where DeafTech, the Technological Education Center for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing students, aims to increase the number of deaf and hard of hearing individuals in highly skilled technician jobs.
I think for me, the opportunity to have deaf and hard of hearing students in my class has made me rethink how I teach. And that has actually been such a positive. I got involved with DeafTech, and from that has really stemmed a lot of great friendships that I rely on for my teaching every day.
All of these practices that we have here at DeafTech are not only for the DHH students, for these student veterans with hearing loss, but all students. By creating learning environments that are ready to support them, it helps the student veterans not only be full participants in their programs, but also helps to reduce their feeling that they don't belong when they actually do.
DeafTech is about sharing similar beliefs, similar values about communication, and it's connecting the two that then can lead to a great result.
Welcome to the studio. We're here with Dr. Adolph Brown, known to many as Doc Brown, who's the 2024 keynote speaker. Now, Doc Brown, you talk about a whole education approach to teaching each student. What does that mean?
So we talk a lot in education about the whole student, educating the whole student. That means making sure every student is challenged, healthy, engaged, safe, and supported. However, the whole student also deserves the whole educator. So I make sure that educators are also taking care of themselves. And the question that I ask is different from most self-care types of questions. So if I were to ask you right now to write a list of all that you love, how long would it take you to add your name to that list? Exactly. Your name has to be at the top of that list for this to work. So that's not only crucial in education, that's crucial in society, right? Especially now, post-pandemic.
You gotta put your own oxygen mask on before you put someone else's.
Exactly.
Like they say in the plane
Exactly.
instructions. I think about that all the time. And you know, you're such a huge advocate for creating safe spaces. Where does this come from and why is this so important?
I'm an advocate for creating safe spaces because I wouldn't be sitting with you today if teachers didn't create them for me. I was from a background, an impoverished background, an inner city project. My teachers would take me places and send me to conferences where people didn't look like me, where people didn't behave like my community. But what I was able to feel like I belonged. And I didn't necessarily at first, but they taught me how to own the space. I try to go places and do the same thing because it's wonderful when you're not just included, but you actually feel like you deserve to be there and people want you there.
Thanks, Adolph. Now let's head to the American Southwest to close out our tour of universities nationwide. Let's see how New Mexico State University's STEM Outreach Center is building a strong STEM pipeline across New Mexico through innovative partnerships and collaborations with schools across the state.
The mission of the STEM Outreach Center is to build a K-20 pipeline that improves STEM education across New Mexico. Partnering with 60+ schools, we bring a learning experience where students can see themselves as scientists.
It's just ensuring that all students who want to participate in STEM have the ability to do so. It's embracing problem solving, critical thinking. It's leaning in with curiosity.
The STEM Outreach program has lots of things that I like. Collaborative spirit with both the university and the schools. an opportunity for students to expand their knowledge, to become excited about learning.
Thinking about my children's future, STEM is an incredible opportunity for them. This opens a door to opportunities that they might not think they would have in the future.
We weave STEM into family engagement activities. When you strengthen the families, you're building better communities and you're making a better world for everyone.
STEM drives the economic development of our country. These students will be change makers in their future.
The Arizona STEM Acceleration Project, or ASAP, is a $10 million initiative partnering with professional development organizations to enhance STEM education in Arizona. Let's learn about its efforts to bridge disparities in education and position the state as a global high-tech leader.
With Arizona rapidly becoming a global center for high-tech industry and manufacturing, the need for an educated STEM workforce has never been greater, and the current situation is dire. Arizona is critically low when it comes to STEM education. The Arizona STEM Acceleration Project, or ASAP, is a $10 million grant from the Arizona Department of Education targeted to address learning loss due to COVID in Arizona schools.
We believe that the best way to support our students is to support their teachers. We support teachers through a STEM fellowship program. Our fellows receive a stipend of $7,000, which includes $2,000 for classroom materials and $5,000 to support the time needed to update curriculum and attend high-quality PD. In addition to supporting teachers, we also support a number of professional development organizations. They're able to reach more teachers in more rural and remote areas around the state.
With that, our first episode of NSTA TV 2024 comes to an end. But the excitement won't stop here, though. We'll be back tomorrow and the next day with more content. And if you want to look back on all the highlights from today's episode, you can keep watching NSTA TV on screens around the Colorado Convention Center, in your room at select hotels, and on YouTube and X, formerly known as Twitter. Join us tomorrow as we highlight some great examples of science in action here at NSTA that you can bring home to inspire your students. I'm Sonia Mogi, and I'll catch you tomorrow.